Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your September 2023 reading for your North Node by sign and house. Now, this is going to be a special report reading, which I'll get into in a moment. But if you're new to the channel, the reason I use the North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign in readings is it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn and experience in this lifetime. And so you have much more in common with those that share your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign. So it's much more accurate and relevant in tarot readings. Now, getting on to the special report. All of the astrology is pointing to the fact that between now, September 2023, throughout the end of this year, and then through 2024, there are going to be really great changes happening on the world stage within the collective. Depending on what country you're in, I mean, it's going to be a worldwide thing. My intuition is pointing to this, and also a lot of the astrology is pointing to this. So the reason for this reading is this is to help keep you on path for you, for your individual North Node. Because what can happen a lot is we all have our individual soul paths that we're experiencing day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. But there is also a collective path that we're all on. For example, everyone listening to this reading right now experienced the year 2020 along with me and everybody else up until now. Okay, if you're watching this reading, you did. So we experienced that whole situation as a collective, but we also experienced it individually with our own soul path. And that's what these readings are geared toward. They're geared toward keeping you on your path, because no matter what happens in the collective, although we are affected by it, we have to achieve our best life and our optimal timeline with our soul path and not get distracted by what's going on, because there are going to be some major changes in the next 16 months on the world stage. And so this reading is reflecting what each North Node by sign and house is going to focus on and what they're going to learn during this period of time. So that's why, again, it is a special report reading. Now, you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. Okay? So with that, let me connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see and hear this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. This is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for September 2023 for everybody with their North Node in Sagittarius and or the 9th house. Okay, so this is my special report spread here for the next 16 months, September 2023, all the way till the end of 2024. Kind of what you're most working through and possibly things you're going to be dealing with and overcoming during this period of time. So your overall theme card is the Seven of Swords. And what I'm seeing here is that there is an energy that is around you in your life that you could be dealing with situations where you're dealing with personalities and situations. It's almost like a a trickster energy, or dealing with things that have happened in the past that have to do with people or situations seeming like things are being taken from you. That could be everything from like opportunities to you're dealing with things of, um, like self-esteem or your like personal power. And I feel like what's happening here is that these things are being worked through for you to come out the other end of it, a stronger, more powerful being. And so if you've experienced, I feel like a lot of you, there's been like this energy of like, let's say, in the past where you could have dealt with some sort of like deception in your life through like in a relationship, family, friends, even like a work situation, being able to like trust people, and these issues of trust that you're working through. Because what it really end up is happening is essentially the focus is going from you releasing your power into the world or giving your power up to others, and it's coming into yourself, like you're becoming more solid within yourself. So these themes, whatever's going to go on in September and through the next 16 months, is bringing you to definitely a place of more like personal power. um your timeline cards are, you've got the Three of Swords, going into the reversed Three of Wands, and you've got the Three of Cups going into the reversed Ace of Cups. Now, one of the things that you could see right now is we have a repeat of the number three, 333. And threes signify um, moving from instability to stability in your life. Okay. So a lot of you, I feel like, have dealt with, not only recently, but in your past, is you've come from a place of instability in your life, like almost like the rug sometimes being pulled out from under you in different situations. And so this three is wanting to transform, just like the two transforms into the three. The three is transforming into the four. The four, being some structure. Okay. Now, some of the themes that you're dealing with is, I feel like there is a situation where you're overcoming issues of heartache. Okay. And maybe in a sense that some of this with the Three of Wands here, like heartache, not only in like personal relationships, but then you've got, like, for example, maybe plans and dreams that you've had in your life haven't gone exactly the right way. But really what's happening, the reason that they haven't gone the right way, is that your focus has been kind of diluted, as I said, that diluted, and it's not really fully even your fault, but just like a lot of distractions. I feel like distractions around you from situations and people, like a lot of, external noise. And that has kind of nudged you a little bit off path, but you're getting back on path because the more you can kind of focus that energy into your life. So these are the things you're dealing with. Now, the Three of Cups here is that this is an intertwining of your emotion or emotional states with others. And just like everything in the world, there is a positive and a negative side to everything. There are times when we want our energy and emotions to be intertwined with others in connection. That's how things get done on a collective level. But then there are also times where it can be a detriment, where it can be a distraction, because there are so many um, emotions that are intermingling. A person can lose who they truly are, type of a thing. Okay. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing is like you're transforming this 3 energy into the stability of 4 and the structure of who you are. Now the same with the Ace of Cups reversed. I mean, over the next 16 months, there's going to be a lot of healing going on, and this could be healing that is something for each of you that's happened in the now, or the recent past, or in the distant past. This healing, and what everything is pointing to is to you, as I said, becoming stronger in who you are as an individual. Now, why do I say that? Your 2 advice cards are, you've got the Hierophant and you've got the 9 of Wands reversed. Now, starting with the Hierophant, this is the card for your North Node. Okay, this card rules Sagittarius in the 9th house. This has to do with higher learning, philosophy, yes, religion in a way, but anything that is like structures, power structures, um, education, um, tradition. Okay, all of these things benefit you. Like finding out, essentially what it boils down to is who you are and what you believe, and that it's like when there's distractions in our life with others throughout our whole life, when it's like, oh, my mom and dad want me to do this, my family thinks I should do that, my friends are thinking this and that, and it's like it's hard to know. There's a lot of people walking around that don't know what it is, like what they want and what they believe, and that's what the Hierophant brings. The Hierophant brings your belief system, and that's what is going to occur the next September and the next 16 months. Now, where does the 9 of Wands play in? It's interesting because you've got the 3 3s and they add up to 9, and you have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is about learning from the battles that you've gone through in life, learning from all of your experience and becoming wiser for it. And what I think with this reversed is, I actually think it's you're finally starting to see, you're seeing like, wow, okay, I went through all of these different situations, and you're seeing where it is you came from, what you learned from it, um, and you're able to get wisdom from that, because that's what the Hierophant really is. The Hierophant song is about wisdom. It's about education. It's about learning, and you're learning who you are. The best way we can learn is by going through things, um, doing things and accomplishing things that can be challenging are our greatest teachers. Okay, and I really feel like the other part of this is, I feel like there could be a lot of you that are actually going to have like physical mentors or teachers in your life, whether they be professional or non-professional. And a mentor could be like, you know going to a seminar, or reading a series of books by a certain author, or actually a physical person. They might not even be a professional teacher or mentor, but you're kind of like learning from them. So I think it's kind of like a dual thing. What I see for you, you're learning from your own experience, and then I feel like a lot of you are going to be having a teacher or mentor in your life. That could be like, for example, you discover, just off the top of my head, you discover some really interesting form of yoga, okay? And you start studying that, or, start studying a certain philosophy or religion or form of spirituality, or just like a life belief system. And so it's taking you down that path. But really, like, this is exciting stuff, is that at the end of this 16 months, I see most of you becoming more solid, as I said, in who you are. But the road getting there for healing it's almost like, with this Seven of Swords, it's like sometimes you get to the point where, you know, people have helped you to kind of dilute your life because you're going off in these different directions with different people. It seems like parts of you are leaving, and the parts of your energy is kind of like dissipated. And I feel like what's coming up is that this is that energy coming back into you and becoming like you are like a singular force in the world, if that makes sense. Okay. So like there are people, and we've all run across them, where they just seem kind of like scattered and diluted to some extent. Okay. And I see this focus coming in for you, which is really, really powerful. And it's going to happen over a period of time. And part of that is, yes, uh, difficult things you're going to heal from, emotional wounds, mental wounds, even physically. You're going to work through this, and at the end, it's going to make you like this more whole and holistic person type of a thing. So yeah, a very powerful time. Definitely take advantage of it. Don't worry if there are challenges or bumps on the road, because as I said, we learn more from um, challenges, and we learn more from things that give us an experience of life, rather than things just always being like easy and like cruising type energy. Okay. So yeah, very, very powerful time. I hope this reading was helpful to you. If you have any questions, reach out to me in the comments. I'd love to answer any questions. And if you would like a personal life path reading where I look at your astrological chart through the lens of evolutionary astrology and kind of see where your optimal timeline might lay, there's going to be a link in the description box below. Or if you have any questions about a situation in your life and I can give you a tarot reading, there's going to be a link in the description box, so where you can find out about all my readings that I offer. But yeah, make it a great time. Remember, you are becoming stronger and more whole through this process. And at the end, you will see how this is all going to play out for you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.